Welcome back. We are still talking some sports, and it is time to talk the state championship game, Easton softball.
Yes.
We just showed you their lacrosse team for boys made it all the way. They won the title. Well, the softball team, they were looking to do the exact same thing today. Now, they made it all that way last year. Unfortunately, they fell in the championship game. They're looking for a little different result today when they took on Middletown. Now, this one was a very tough ball game. Bottom of the first here, Middleton, bases loaded. Savannah Miles gets the jam for the strikeout right there to get out of the inning. Now, bottom three, and Miles gets a homer up to left right there by Annie McCain. And that would give her team, the Knights, the early 1-0 lead, but it was still a tight ball game at that point. Bottom five now. Middletown's Emma Watts doubles, and that scores Sammy Main as well as Megan Brown as they would open up a 3-0 lead. Top seven, 2 outs. Easton's Elisa Hall right here, infield singer. That'll score Anna to get their team back within 4-1. But the problem was that they just could not do enough. Sydney Chances grounds out to the pitcher here to end the game as Easton, they come up just short yet again in the state title game. A tough loss. They fall 4-1. And I got to say, you got to feel bad for these girls. I mean, it's 2 straight years getting all the way to the title game. So much hope for a bunch of seniors on that team that had this same feeling last year. The problem is, last year they had the idea, okay, we can get back there this year. We can make a difference. They get all the way back there again. That close, 1 game away, and unfortunately it just was not to be for the Warriors. Still, it does not diminish what they did this year. A great run, upsetting North Carolina in the tournament, getting that far as they did. Very impressive job by the Warriors this year.
Completely, and like you said, I mean, in any circumstance, it's good to keep your head high, but it is definitely a bummer. We're actually going to take it back to our local team here. The SU baseball team also had a rough outing last night against Wisconsin lacrosse, but they look to avenge that loss today while taking the field against Trinity. Now, the game is still going on right now. It is in the 6th inning, but it is not looking too good for the goals. The score is 5-0, but SU need to win this game. I mean, it's win or go home.
Yeah,
you know?
it's an elimination game. This is an offense that averaged over 10 runs a game, and they were held to 3 last night, 1 right now in the 7th. I mean, they got to figure out what is going on for those guys because they're definitely slowing down a little bit. And the softball team was also in action today. They were taking on Keene University, and I tell you what, they needed to get a win as well to keep their season going, and they got it done. 2-0 in the final. Rachel Johnson, what can you say about the senior?
Oh my gosh.
Already a 3-time All-American. They knew they needed her to step up in a big way, and that's exactly what she did. She pitched a complete game, 1 hitter while striking out 7, just 1 walk. Molly Simpson delivered the go-ahead RBI double in the 5th. That would prove to be more than enough. They'd get another one. They hold on for a 2-0 win. Now they are waiting to find out who they will play tomorrow. They win that one. They advance to the World Series, where it will be a best-of-3 series. Not decided yet, but pretty much everyone knows it's going to be against Tufts, who's still undefeated at 49-0. Number 1 team in the nation, defending champs. They're basically like a professional team goofing around, having some fun at the D3 level right now.
That's absolutely ridiculous. But SU track is actually in the NCAA championships, and this afternoon, another record-breaking day out there for the goals. Luke Campbell, surprise, surprise, won the 110 and the 400-meter hurdles, finishing with a school record in the 110 with 13.63 seconds. Also, another school record today made in the 4x1 100-meter relay with 41.01 seconds, placing 6th overall. And also, the 4x400 relay placed 5th. And guess what? They broke a school record. Awesome job, you guys. I mean,
strange. I mean, you let that one guy, Luke Campbell, run by everybody, and you keep breaking records and winning stuff. That guy is so fast. It's unreal.
It's unreal.
In the prelims, he had the fastest time in a sprint event by a 1.5 seconds in a 100-meter hurdles. That is
might as well lap
ridiculous.
Might as well lap
no one who does that. Like,
he
is so good. Crazy thing about him, still a junior. Coming back for another year. He is going to break so many records when it's all said and done. All right, it's time for another quick commercial break, but coming up next, it's time to take to the national level the Sixers. They got the 3rd overall pick, so what are they going to do about it? Well, we're going to talk about that next.
Hi, my name is Nate Smith. I'm a pitcher and outfielder for Del Mar, and you're watching Del Mar Sports Insider.